Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. 2025 was packed with indie game goodness, with releases like Hades 2, Dispatch, and Hollow Knight Silksong. Competing with a lineup like that would be tough, but 2026 might just give it a run for its money. Today I'm counting down my top 10 most anticipated indie games of 2026. Now, a quick disclaimer, while all these games are scheduled for 2026, any indie game fan knows delays are always possible, so just keep that in mind. If you enjoy this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more indie game content like this. Also comment down below what indie game you are most excited to play in 2026. With that out of the way, let's get into the list. First up is Mio Memories in Orbit. This mesmerizing Metroidvania has you play as Mio, an android who awakens aboard a mysterious ark drifting through outer space. Your goal is to uncover the truth behind the ship's sudden blackout. The art style is absolutely stunning, drawing inspiration from paintings, comics, and anime, and it's paired with a dynamic soundtrack that blends lo-fi beats with choral melodies. Honestly, this might be the most visually striking game on this list. I just want to hang a screenshot on my wall. Gameplay revolves around exploring a massive labyrinth-like spaceship and unlocking upgrades that expand traversal. You'll gain abilities like grappling hooks, air gliding, and even wall climbing like a spider. The bosses are just as creative as the world itself, each with distinct attack patterns and fighting styles. This fantastic indie title is out now on all platforms, making it an incredible way to kick off the year. Next up is Demon Tides. And if you're a fan of 3D platformers, this one's for you. The game follows Beebs and her motley crew as they explore the vast oceans of Ragnar's Rock. The world is vibrant and bursting with color. The developers describe the gameplay as expressive platforming, meaning there's no single right solution. There are multiple ways of traversing this world. You're given a wide range of movement options and abilities to tackle challenges your own way. One standout feature is the ability to place checkpoints anywhere in the world, which is incredibly forgiving for a game this open. You can also customize your character with different gear and talismans that modify your moveset, adding tools like paragliders and hookshots. There are even online elements such as leaving graffiti for other players to discover like Dark Souls, and racing others for the best completion times. If you love pure platforming schmovement, then Demon Tides is the one to watch out for. It launches February 19th on Steam. Up next is Rail Warped Worlds, a semi-open world puzzle adventure game. You play as a hot-headed mage trying to uncover why nearly everyone has mysteriously vanished, leaving only 12 people behind. Explore 9 unique areas at your own pace while solving puzzles using spells you create from magical runes. The game heavily encourages experimentation, allowing you to solve puzzles in your own way. This freedom leads to tons of replayability as you try different rune combinations on the same challenges. It looks like an absolute blast, and it launches soon on March 12th, so keep an eye on this one. Up next is Mouse PI for Hire, a single-player campaign featuring fast-paced, first-person shooter gameplay. You play as Jack Pepper, a war veteran turned detective, as you uncover the truth behind a missing persons case that spirals into a complex web of crime. Shoot, maim, and take down criminals using a huge arsenal of weapons, unlocking new abilities that turn you into an even bigger menace. The art style clearly pays homage to classic 1930s cartoons, complete with squash and stretch animations. The soundtrack features a full big band orchestra delivering some seriously jazzy tunes. If you're looking for fast-paced, wacky FPS fun, Mouse PI for Hire is one to watch. It's scheduled to release on March 19th. Next up is Esoteric Ebb, a single-player CRPG inspired by classic tabletop adventures. You play as a cleric tasked with unraveling a political conspiracy along with your goblin sidekick. Explore the city of Norvik and shape its future, becoming either its savior or its demise through your choices and dice rolls. On top of that, voices in your head will influence your decisions. As a cleric, you wield creative magic like controlling minds or speaking with the dead. Every decision requires a dice roll, but sometimes failing a roll leads to even more interesting outcomes. The writing is funny, witty, and full of charm that just makes you smile. Esoteric Ebb is scheduled to release in spring of 2026. Next up is Blighted. From the creators of Guacamelee and Nobody Saves the World, this is a top-down Metroidvania with a heavy emphasis on action and RPG elements, set in a psychedelic western nightmare. Combat is fast and intense, allowing you to chain combos and unleash powerful finishers. You grow stronger by defeating enemies and absorbing their memories, which fuels progression and customization. You'll explore this twisted world, uncover secrets, and meet some bizarre characters along the way. Blighted also supports drop-in and drop-out co-op, so you can experience the chaos with a friend. The game is currently scheduled for 2026. Next up is Crowsworn. I have had my eye on this one for a long time, and this game is so freaking cool. This grim, dark Metroidvania takes inspiration from Hollow Knight, Bloodborne, and Devil May Cry. You'll explore a massive, interconnected world filled with monsters, secrets, and new abilities. Combat is where Crowsworn really shines, featuring fast-paced, stylish combos. You wield 3 distinct weapons for combat: a scythe, dual pistols, and Corvian magic, allowing for some incredibly flashy gameplay. If you're a Hollow Knight fan, this should absolutely be on your radar. Crowsworn recently received an updated trailer during an Xbox partner preview, which strongly suggests a 2026 release across all platforms, though we still don't have an exact date yet. Up next is Neverway. You play as a girl named Fiona who quits her dead-end job to start a farm. Sounds familiar, right? Except instead of living a cozy Stardew Valley style life, Fiona becomes the immortal herald of a dead god. Make friends, fight nightmarish enemies, and pay off your debt in this twisted sim RPG. You can meet and date a wide cast of colorful, sometimes not so colorful characters, with relationships granting combat buffs and perks. You can also fish, craft, and cook to your heart's content. Neverway is co-created by the pixel artist behind Celeste, which explains the incredible visuals and dark, gloomy color palette. The game is scheduled to release sometime in 2026 at the time of this recording. Next is Mariachi Legends, and yes, this is another Metroidvania. I am very biased, okay? This game draws heavy inspiration from Mexican culture. You play as Pablo Cruz, a detective who strikes a deal with death herself. She grants him powers to fight crime threatening his hometown, but in return, Pablo must track down the man who defied death and became immortal. The pixel art is gorgeous with vibrant colors and smooth animations. You'll find and equip a variety of weapons, sub-weapons, and abilities as you explore. The world features a day, night, and full moon system, encouraging revisits to locations to uncover new secrets. There's also a central hub town that grows over time with new shops and side quests. Mariachi Legends checks all of my boxes: beautiful art, flashy combat, a unique setting, and a living hub world. I cannot wait to try out Mariachi Legends. It's currently scheduled for the second quarter of 2026, so we'll see if they make that launch date. Finally, we have Mina the Hollower. This game was originally planned for last year, but honestly, I'm kinda glad it was delayed. My 2025 backlog was insane. For those unfamiliar, Mina the Hollower is a Zelda-like adventure with Castlevania influences, featuring an interconnected world packed with secrets. You can switch between 3 weapon types and use sidearms to further customize your playstyle. Trinkets and upgrades add even more to your playstyle. If you haven't already, I highly recommend checking out the demo on Switch 2. It's an absolute blast. While the game was originally slated for October 2025, it's been delayed and we still don't have a confirmed release date at the time of this recording. Overall, 2026 is going to be a fantastic year for indie games. And I know I missed a ton of games in this list, like Slay the Spire 2 and Witchbrook. So if you'd like to see a part 2, let me know down in the comments below, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. God bless.